Hello everybody. Candlelighting time this evening is 7:43. This Shabbos is a very special Shabbos. First of all, it is Shabbos Mevorchim, a Shabbos when we bless the new month, the coming month of Sivan, where we celebrate the holiday of Shavuos, the giving of the Torah. It is also Shabbos Chazak because we're going to conclude one of the books of the Torah. We conclude the third book, the book of Vayikra. It is also a Shabbos where we read two portions. Now, in the very beginning of the portion of Bahar, which is the first portion that we read, we are told about the laws of Shmita. Shmita is the law that when the Jewish people come to the land of Israel and they live in the land and they work the land, they have to work the land 6 years, but then they have to let the land lie fallow. The land should rest on the 7th year, known as the sabbatical year. Just like we work 6 days and we rest on Shabbos, the 7th day of the week, and the same thing applies in the land of Israel, where they work the land for 6 years, and the 7th year is a sabbatical year. But the way the Torah tells us this law seems a little puzzling. And the law says in the very beginning, God says to Moshe, tell the Jewish people that when they enter the land of Israel, they should let the land lie fallow. Let the land rest. It should be a Shabbos Lashem, a Shabbos to God. Then it says 6 years you work the land, and the 7th year is a sabbatical year. Why does it say in the Torah, as soon as they come into the land, right away there's a sabbatical year? No, first you have to work 6 years, and then you have the sabbatical year. Why does it mention the sabbatical year right away before they work the 6 years? And the Rebbe explains that the Torah is teaching us a very important lesson, that when the Jewish people come into the land of Israel, and as soon as they start working the land, in their mind, they think to themselves that we are working this land, we're going to work for 6 years. Why? Because on the 7th year, we're going to fulfill the mitzvah of the sabbatical year. So at the very beginning, before they even start working the 6 years, they are already dedicating their work to serving the Almighty and fulfilling the mitzvah of the sabbatical year. And the same thing applies in all the things that we do in the physical world. When we eat in order to serve God, not just to entertain our taste buds, but we eat so that we should be able to serve God. You can't serve God if we're not healthy. And the same way when we work so that we should earn money. For what purpose? So that we could raise our family in the ways of Torah, so that we can give tzedakah and do many, many other good things in the physical world, all for the purpose of serving God, and that should be our goal in everything that we do. And that, in turn, elevates the world. When we live this way, we bring down godliness into the world, we make the world a better place, and we're actually fulfilling our mission, in which why God sent us to this world, to be able to make this world a dwelling place for God by bringing down godliness into the world, and therefore we set the stage for the coming of Mashiach, and that should be very, very soon. Have a very meaningful and joyous Shabbos.